It's a brand new day, and Randy's about to drop P. His plow, that is. It's going to be a good time. We're churning up new soil. We're getting real deep in there, and we're making new fields. Hopefully, it pays off in the long run, but we got to put in some work. This is episode 18, Survival South America. What's going on, everyone? Dirty Randy here, and, well, I said that a little bit different than last time. A little bit more natural. Not so much Dirty Randy here, but hey, it gets the job done. I thought I saw movement over there, but it's just the white wheels of our blue trailer. I legit thought that was like a cow. I don't know. Anyways, we got water topped up in here, so that's awesome. That's rolling. I don't know why that just changed to brown, but it did. We got that guy unstuck. We're looking good, you know. I think we can probably hop in a tractor and start plowing it up, you know. It should be a good time. Right, let's get this guy hooked up, and well, we have an outline of a field. It's just a matter of getting her done. It's gonna be a big one. I mean, they're all big in their own way, to be fair, but it's yeah, I don't know, it's gonna be interesting. You know, looking at the angle of this guy, I feel like it'll do alright, but I feel like that John Deere might be a little bit better. I don't know. I think we'll be okay either way. We'll see how it goes. And we're just going to get pretty much right to it, you know. We don't have to keep it completely exact on our outline here, but I think we've got a pretty good base to start from, you know what I mean? A little bit of some sweeping hills here, but that's okay. And I think I kind of like keeping that curved a little bit. I don't know. Maybe that's just silliness, but I don't know. I feel like the less time you're picking up and moving around, the better. You know, I don't know. We're all just trying stuff out here, all right, folks? Let's cut her off there. And we'll sweep back into this one. I wouldn't mind making this one maybe a little bit wider. Like, we got all this room to the trees here, you know what I mean? We're definitely just making work for ourselves, and we're splitting the difference right now. We still could extend it out even further, but that's okay. You know, I think if we leave a gap there, eventually we might want to have a road going down in between the fields there, so that could be an option. And we can cut this back over to there. Look at that. Look at that. All right. That's pretty good. This is a good-sized field. I mean, we know it from our mowing the other day. It's a good size. You know, our plow is not massive, but it gets the job done. We've got a little bit of money in our pocket right now, and we know we can get through most of our challenges. You know, it seems like we maybe have some with the weeds. That's maybe something to tackle as well. But it is what it is. We have also plenty of lime to put down on this field, but of course we want to probably pick the stones away the best we can initially as well. That'll be really nice. And yeah, then we can maybe hopefully spread some lime. We've got lots of it. We need to use it, and then we'll be in a pretty good spot to keep going. We can get some, like I said, hopefully soybeans down in a couple months into the spring there. So that's our goal, you know. Today I'd like to get the plowing done, rock picking started. You know, that's what I'd like to get done. We'll see how she goes, but we just got to continuing on, my friends. We are missing little tiny gaps here and there, so we'll have to make sure we try our best to obviously not do that, but we're getting her done. just hit something. This guy. Yeah, get out of here. Well, geez, I feel like we've done a lot, but also it feels like we kind of haven't, because like we're only just getting to our newer area here of the field, the older area of the field where we had cut the grass. You know, that being said, if we hadn't done all of this on the side, you know, we would be what, like maybe here-ish by now. So I'd say, like, you know, we would probably be more than halfway done if it wasn't for this new addition. But you know, we're making pretty good use of our time at the moment, I would say. That being said, it's getting up there in the day a little bit where I'm thinking might have to pause and just go grab some food, grab some lunch or something, you know. This is a big job. It's a big job, and it takes some time. Thankfully, we don't have to plow, you know, annually. It's we got to plow to make our fields and get some just deeper soil churned up, which is just, I don't know, that's great for our crops and stuff like that. Like I said, we don't really have any weeds growing on this first one, and since there's grass on it before, we've got a pretty good like fertilizer base as well. So we generally get a good first yield out of these newer fields, so that is good. We just, you know, got to put in the work to get her done. It's definitely no easy task, but once we have our fields going, you know, it's a little bit easier. Cultivating it's a little bit quicker of a job, all that good stuff. I suppose we could use a cultivator to make fields, but we would still need to plow the soil at some point. So it's not the most effective. Like, you know, it gets the job done, but it is what it is. Do we keep going in this pattern, or do we just start cutting out our own way? I don't know. We're gonna go inside, grab a sandwich or something, and then we're gonna keep plugging away at this. You know, I'm happy with how far we've come, and I'm excited to get this new field in the works. Kind of scares me thinking about how many stones we're gonna pick out of here, but we're starting to get to that point where we might be able to turn some of that into lime and reuse that on our field, so that'll be awesome too, or even just sell the stones. What's going on, everyone? Dirty Randy here. No, I already said that. I'm just kidding. We just had lunch, and we're just walking back over. It's a nice day, you know. It's a little bit before 12 o'clock here, so, you know, good time to have a little lunch break, and we're back on the horse at high noon, so that is awesome. Yeah, we're kind of lined up to just start doing our own thing here. I don't know the best way to attack it. We're kind of at that point where, you know, it's hard to do the corners now, so, you know, it just looks so weak doing a single strip, I'm not gonna lie. But you know, kind of carve it out, do some sections. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. You know, we'll get her done today at the very least. That's all that matters, right? Started, so that's cool. But we got another chunk of this done, so that's even better. You know, I was gonna go put on the raincoat, but honestly, I don't think the rain is supposed to be here for that long today. You know, it only showed about an hour on the radar, so hopefully that's the case, and we can stay dry. I'm not gonna lie, this is a tiring job. It's a big job, you know. Way she goes, though, you know, it's gonna pay off, I hope, once we can get some seed down and obviously harvest it. It's gonna be a while till we actually do see any of that, you know, money coming back to us for this, but that's okay, you know. We still have a lot of grass and stuff like that we can always cut if we need to. That doesn't really cost us much besides diesel and our time. So if we can ever squeeze that in, that's never a bad idea. But, you know, this job, geez. When I started, I knew it was going to be a big one. A big job for a big boy. And we're getting her done, you know. We're getting her done. But it's draining. It's a big one. You know, we've been out here pretty much all day / month, you know, getting her done, and it's been good. It's a lot, you know. Really wish I had bigger implements, bigger tractors, stuff like that, but, you know, working towards that. There's not a whole lot we can really do about that right now. You know, we got it up and running. This is like the baseline for us, and we just need to keep plugging away and getting it done, you know. And it just makes every upgrade that we can get that much sweeter, you know what I mean. And I don't even know when we can even start upgrading stuff, you know. We've kind of got our basic necessities, our bare necessities, and we're making it work for us, which is great. But you know, even a shed for some implements and some organization would be nice at some point, but that's totally like a back burner thing, you know. Maybe even getting some diesel out on the farm here would be a good idea, because the tractors are, you know, starting to both run a little bit low, you know, nothing too crazy, but, you know, I don't want to run out completely. We got a couple jerry cans, but it would be nice to have somewhere to refill our tractors without having to run them into town. But, you know, all stuff we're kind of, you know, that's a challenge. That's why we're starting out here. It's not supposed to be easy, you know. We're not getting a heck of a lot of money for everything we're doing either, but oh, come on, lift up. My bad. But you know what? We're getting stuff done, and it's a humbling experience for sure. You know, it's one thing to have some big fields and you're just absolutely cruising in a big tractor with a massive implement getting stuff done, but you know, slowing it down, taking it pretty much one row at a time is well, it's quite the experience. And, you know, it's like one of those things. It's how it used to be, you know. Mad respect for people that do operate still on this level, you know, or you started from here and work your way up, you know. It's not an easy task, no matter how you're looking at it. So I'm just sitting here armchairing from my office, you know what I mean. But you know, it's a good time. So hope you're enjoying it. We're making our way. We still got some sunlight. That rain went away like we were anticipating, and we're kind of on to our last big chunk here of grass to plow up and take out. So that's awesome. You know, we're getting places, you know. And like, I know the work is it's not over yet, because once we're done this, we got to pick up the stones, you know. Thankfully, we can put that on the front loader, and it's much quicker than when we first did it in this thing in reverse. But it's still a big job, and the bigger the field, the longer it takes. So is what it is, you know. We've spent pretty much our whole January, you know, first months of the year making a new field. So that's awesome, you know. New year, new field, new yield. We'll see how it goes, you know. It's definitely still a work in progress, but we're opening stuff up. You know, we've definitely shifted away from cutting down every single tree that is in sight, so that is awesome, you know. And there's still plenty left. That's not really too much of a concern even. So, you know, there's still lots of lumber that's available should we need it, you know. But we will look into that, you know, once we're done with this field, if we have some extra time before our planning window there. But we'll see how it goes, you know, between this taking all month, and I imagine next month is going to be full of rock picking. You know, that's no easy job either. You know, spring is after that, I think. So that means, you know, if we were planting right away, we would be there, but that should give us 1 more month to just make sure we have everything we need and hopefully get some lime spread down on here as well, and then we'll be perfect in time for that planting window for soybeans. So, you know, perhaps when we're throwing down lime that month, we might have some time to cut down some more trees and make a little bit more money there, just to kind of bank ourselves up for springtime. Fertilizer is not cheap by any means, but thankfully I don't think we're going to need to put an extra application down on this field. I could be wrong, I don't know. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. Our other field, our main field, our first field, full of weeds right now, only has 1 application of fertilizer on there. We just couldn't afford to put a second batch on there. And, you know, is what it is. But we're getting crops in the ground at the very least, you know, that's what you want. So I've been rambling for a little bit. I didn't want this whole thing to be just one big time lapse, but, you know, I've talked for a little bit now, and, well, we're getting places, you know. We got a little bit done. We're in that awkward turnaround spot where it's pretty tight, but we're getting stuff done. We're going to be done this little outlet part in just a couple passes here, and then we'll be on to this last little chunk of the field to get done. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll get her done, and you know, and probably call her a day. Might be it. You know, I think we did actually pretty well on not really missing too many areas, you know. That's fantastic. I think that's it. That looks awesome. This guy through here, and I suppose we can drop him back off at his little tree spot. He wasn't harming anybody over there. He did a splendid job for us. You'll love to see it. Let's pull this guy up. Right there's looking good. And, well, I guess at the very least we can get our stone picker put on. Those are some reflective lights. I thought they were on for a hot second there. We swapped our pallet forks for our stone fork here. We don't want it to be too close to the ground that it's lifting us up, but we do want it to be on the ground, you know. No, please do not tippy. There we go. Okay, we need that perfect height that we're just skimming the ground, you know what I mean? There's that good old rock picking noise. So we're getting her done, you know. It's, again, not a quick job by any means. Thankfully the tractor is just, for the most part, not slowed down except for the weight of the rocks. So as long as we don't shoot our forks into the ground, we should be pretty good to just kind of keep on plugging away at this, you know. I wasn't sure if we would even get to the stone picking today, but you know what? I think the fact that we can start it is going to make next month that much easier, you know what I mean? We still have some daylight, you know, the days are starting to get a little bit longer again, so, you know, we may as well use it. We got to try and maximize stuff the best we can, and if we can at least get some stuff done, you know, towards picking stones, then that's just all the less work that has to get done next time we get out here, you know. I'm sure it'll feel good. It's a little painful right now. We've been out here all day, but, you know, that's not going to change, and the work's not going anywhere. So the more we can get done today, the better. But, you know, making a little bit of a dent, I'm sure future us is really going to appreciate that. So there's tons of stones to pick. Definitely worth it to try and get them out of here. Not in a huge rush to get it done. You know, anything that we could get done today certainly helps. And, well, the bucket's starting to get a little full anyway, so it's a good spot to drop them off. And we can just be nice and set up for tomorrow, you know. Gave ourselves a little bit of a head start. You'll love to see that. So if we can just shut down our tractor, turn off our lights, you know. Hey, our flashlight's working wonderfully today, so I'll take that, you know. No rocks. So, you know, we got a strip done, a little width there. I'll take it. You know, like I said, I will definitely appreciate that when it comes to starting this up next month, because it's a big job again. And well, hopefully we can get that done. Maybe even start spreading some lime on there. Who knows? It should be a good time. But all in all, you know, it's been a good day. So I think we're going to leave her there. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And well, we'll see you in the next one. All right. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.